Today you're watching Wink News. We are covering Hurricane Irma, and we are in the sprint and the marathon here, I think.
Yeah, that's right, absolutely. And we're always watching at the top of the hour for any new information that comes in from the National Hurricane Center. So let's send it right over to Chief Meteorologist Matt Devitt with the latest.
And I think Chris brought up something very well here that we got to think about. Pace yourself. It's going to be a long storm. It's going to be a long storm. We are right now, think of it almost like if we got some baseball players out there, we are right now at about the second inning. We've still got to get through all nine innings, and let's hope we don't go to extra innings. But the wind's right now 120 miles an hour. I just got a new update that the pressure has lowered from 952 to 947. So the pressure is down 5 millibars, meaning that it is still strengthening. And sometimes you can get a delay in the pressure to wind correlation, meaning that the pressure lowers, but the wind speed doesn't change, but then a couple hours later it starts to play catch up and the wind speeds go up. So we'll have to see if we have that lag effect. It is pushing to the north at 10 miles an hour. This is not a rapidly moving storm. It is only at about 10 miles an hour. How about in reference to us? How far away is the storm? Well, let's take a look at the core as well as, let's say first in reference to Marco Island. In reference to Marco Island, it is about 140 miles away. And let's clear that out. In reference to Sanibel, let's see how far away that is. And in reference to Sanibel, it is currently about 156 miles away. And then for the final estimation I would like to make, let's do Englewood and Manasota Key. Okay, and in reference to that area, we are currently about 190 miles away. And the plan is that no surge right now, but we will be upping the surge as early as tomorrow morning and then primarily into the afternoon and evening. Let's go over the current watches and warnings that we do have in effect. And the blue, that's going to be your tropical storm warning in the blue. Now the next category is going to be the hurricane warnings. The hurricane warnings are in effect for all of Southwest Florida in the areas where you see this darker shade of maroon. And that includes Highlands, DeSoto, Sarasota, Charlotte, Lee, and then coastal Collier County. Not inland Collier, but coastal Collier County under a hurricane warning. And then a storm surge warning is expected in the areas that you see for darker purple. There's been a lot of requests to one more time go over the storm surge map. And basically those who could see that inundation. Now, I would love to hit every single neighborhood in Southwest Florida, but what you can do, I'm going to give you, to the best of my ability, a zoomed-in view of some general areas, but you can head to the National Hurricane Center site. And my good buddy Nash Rose, a meteorologist on our team, he created a graphic. Let me see if I can find it, and it will point you in the right direction to find those storm surge maps. Here we go. Okay, so you go to the National Hurricane Center website, scroll down. Boy, he did a wonderful job with this graphic. And then you zoom on in, and there it is. There it is. That is where you find, as you zoom on in to where you live, A, or do you have any type of inundation, and also B, to what level. Okay, and also what you want to factor in. Let's say that there's a storm surge forecast. Let's throw out a value, 10. Let's say 10 feet of storm surge. If you live at an elevation of 5 feet, simple math, 10 is the projection at coming in from the Gulf. If you live at 5 feet, you deduct the 5 feet, you would have 5 feet of a water level rise from the ground. The 10 minus the 5, which would be your elevation. Okay, so now let's do another check of radar. I still do know we have some active tornado warnings. So let's get right to it. I want to do another setup. And the thing that is it's becoming more and more concerning is that right now we have been very lucky that a lot of the tornado warnings have been over very rural areas. A lot of people not impacted. Now it's starting to come closer to the interstate as well as Tamiami Trail, more population. So let's take a look at the velocity signature, and there it is. It has just passed by Copeland